and I swear this shit feels special. I knew I was on different levels. OG told me never let another nigga out your dish. And if a nigga playing cap, then the only thing left to do is off with his best. Ain't nothing.
Black and Unfiltered, we are back. What's happening? What's cracking? Y'all already know me, Mr. Famous Brand himself, Darnell Brown. And this is another Being You Famous Brand Business Spotlight, where we love to shine light on our fellow Black business owners and entrepreneurs. Today we have another beautiful, very beautiful Marvel in the building today. And I'm going to talk my shit about it because I can. I'm able to do so. Everybody, please help me welcome Miss Shaniqua Mitchell, aka Pink, aka Pink Tigress, owner and founder of Tingz By Tigress. Miss Mitchell, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good to be in your presence. But yeah, most definitely, we definitely appreciate you. This has been long awaited. We've been trying to get you up here for quite some time, so I'm very grateful that you have the honor of being our first guest for 2022.
Yep.
So what we do normally is we allow our guests, which is you, of course, to formally introduce themselves on a personal level. Aside from the business, whatever information you wish to disclose is entirely up to you. And then we'll pretty much just go forward with the interview. So, Ms. Mitchell, you officially have the floor.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Shaniqua Mitchell. Like he said, also known as Pink Tigress. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm originally from the 910. It's called Carthage, North Carolina. I'm 28 years old. I'm about to be 29 next month in February. My favorite color is pink. I've always been creative, outgoing. So doing clothes, nails, jewelry at one point. I'm a quick learner. And yeah, I just like having fun, meeting new people. I'm a social butterfly. So I love meeting new people and networking.
You definitely do. Very friendly. Not too friendly, but very friendly. But it's definitely worked in your favor because you are pretty popular, I must say. But once again, we definitely appreciate your time today. So let's go ahead and get straight into the interview. So one of the first things I want to ask is let's talk about the name Pink Tigress before we actually get into Tingz By Tigress. So let everybody know where that name came from, and also as a follow-up question, would you consider Pink Tigress an alter ego of Shaniqua, and if so, describe that alter ego?
Okay, so Pink Tigress came about I started as a go-go dancer. Like it's been like 6 years now. So I was a go-go dancer at this bar downtown Greensboro called The Zone, also known as Tranquilo. They're closed down right now. So that's where I kind of started the brand name and just took it and flipped it into Tingz By Tigress on a business aspect. So trying to transition from the dancer world to the business world, which is both, they coincide. But yeah, gotta retire at some point and I need them dollars to roll over to something else. So that's how it came about. And do I think it's like an alter ego? Definitely. I think Pink Tigress is like my sexy side, and Shaniqua is like my goofy, just your neighborhood girl, the girl next door type of chick. But they definitely both like meet in the middle.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, definitely emphasis on the goofy part from personal experience. But well, that's all we'll say about that. But hey, it's all good though. I love it. I love it. So let's get into Tingz By Tigress and the history. So talk about the history of Tingz By Tigress, what you consider your founding date, where that name came from, and pretty much just like the backstory, the startup of Tingz by Tigress.
Yeah, so Tingz by Tigress, originally, okay, when I started, I've always had like a little hustle. So middle school, high school, I was making jewelry, cut like jewelry from scratch with wires and beads and everything. And it was called Jewelry by Shaniqua. So that was like my first business venture. Just like just a little extra change on the side, a little $10 here and there, whatever, just a little something. So once I started Tingz by Tigress, that page, the Facebook page I had for Jewelry by Shaniqua, I just switched it over to Tingz by Tigress, and just everything as a collective. But I pretty much came up with Tingz by Tigress specifically, obviously branching off from my stage name, my alter ego. Tigress just has a nice ring to it. And then putting the word Tingz on there, like at the time was been what 3 years now, 3 or 4 years. At the time, Nicki, Drake, like a lot of artists were like using the word Tingz with a Z at the end. So it was like music. It was just a popular phrase to say instead of the whole word things. So it was cute, trendy. So at the time, it was perfect. Tingz by Tigress, Tigress Tingz. So the name kind of like, made itself, and then it fits what I do, like custom stuff. Tingz is like everything. You think of everything. So I can do durags, bonnets, shirts, pants, dresses, hats. Like I can literally do just about anything. I can still do the jewelry if I wanted to. I don't really focus on that right now. I do nails. Just did these yesterday. So yeah, like Tingz is me. Like I don't limit myself to one ting. Like it's Tingz. I do a lot of stuff. I don't know the exact date, but it was like sometime in March. A few years. What was it? 2019. So around that time is when things got official, and I started doing my income statements, revenue and expenses and stuff. So that's when like it got official. And yeah, it's been improving ever since then.
Okay. Like I said, you are definitely the popular individual. So coming from your man, I definitely do want to congratulate you on your success.
Okay.
First and foremost. But aside from that, continuing on with the business. So going back to Pink Tigress real quick, because of course you have Tingz by Tigress, and but you're also the type of person that I consider a jack of all trades. Like you're the type of person that can damn near do anything and everything. And that's one of the things that I love and appreciate about you. So going back to Pink Tigress, talk about the different bookings that you're available to do.
Pink Tigress is definitely more geared towards the exotic dance life, go-go dancing, modeling, music videos, um, hosting, promotion. I'm a marketing major at A&T, so just it comes naturally, like promoting, like supporting myself, supporting others, just reposting people's stuff. So Pink Tigress, it goes with brand, like that's what helped me brand Tingz by Tigress as well, because it's constant promotion. Like you gotta be relevant. You gotta stay relevant so people know you exist, so people want to book you. They wonder who this girl is. At the same time, keeping certain standards for yourself and a certain reputation. That's one thing I always pride myself on. You can book me for anything like the entertainment field. So, and I've done it. I've done a lot of videos, especially for local artists. I actually prefer doing videos for local artists because I can like see the passion, and um to be honest, I know I'm gonna get paid. Like I prefer a local artist over a big video in general, because just from what I hear and just from casting calls that I've seen, Most of the time, they just want girls to show up for free
Mm-hmm.
because they're famous. You know, they ain't got to do all that. Like, people want to be in their presence, which is understandable. But yeah, I prefer to get that money up front and show up. So that's how all my bookings go. Deposit required to confirm. Of course, like, you know, most businesses would do. So
Mm-hmm.
Pink Tigress is about her money for show.
Most definitely. And what's you know, for anybody that does want to book you for, you know, a music video, you know, private party, any of that, go ahead and let them know your booking fee if you don't mind.
Okay, I would say I'm reasonable just as far as my experience, and I built my Instagram up to almost 20K followers. It was 19.1K to be exact. It recently got deleted. So I'm trying to get that figured out. But I know the work I put in to build my name and my brand and myself. So a promo video. If you want a promo video of me vibing to your song, dancing to your song, it would be posted on all my social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. The original fee, the like once I like built my name up, it was $100 for a promo video. 30 seconds to a minute. And then I dropped it down to 50 to be like, you know, a little more reasonable and stuff because I don't do a lot of promo videos. So I dropped it to 50. Hosting, I want to do more hosting gigs, but hosting gigs would be about 150. And this is all starting from the Greensboro area. If I got to travel, the fee is going to be a little more the further I got to go. So hosting gig, 150. You know, of course, plus a booth, you know, for me and my girls, because I want to bring a few girls, a booth and a bottle. That's what I would want for a hosting gig, and I think that's very reasonable. Video shoots. Video shoots are about 300, and I do that for a course of 2 hours. So it's not like it's $300 just for an hour. You'll have me for a couple of hours, and then it would increase if you need me longer than that. And I have other girls as well on my team. So I always offer group rates. Like most of the time when I do a booking, I'm bringing other girls with me. Like I'm spreading the blessings. Then we have the private parties. It's like the highest demand. And for my, I don't prefer or really do solo private parties. I always take at least one girl with me because y'all not about to play with me like that. But but in general, it starts at 450, and that's for two girls. 450 plus tips for two dancers. And usually when guys book, they honestly book usually the number's 3. So depending on how far we got to go or whatever, but it's going to start at 450 plus tips for two dancers. Besides the safety factor, it's just awkward being like one person and another person. So if I have another girl, it could be one customer, but I at least have another dancer with me. So to even out the vibe. But those are the prices right there to start off. And of course, like I said, if I travel, the fee is gonna be more. But I definitely work with people's budgets. It just gotta make sense.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, fellas, ladies, if y'all need a booker for anything, like I said, videos, private parties, promo videos, etc., then this the one that you want to go to. One of the things that I respect about you is you definitely about your business and you are professional with your business. So definitely appreciate that, not just as your man, but also just as an individual on the outside looking in. So definitely appreciate that about you. And of course, other people that have worked with you will also talk about your professionalism as well. So that's definitely good to have. We got a comment from somebody. Somebody said, "Don't be up here flirting." I can't see who that is. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I'm gonna boost my queen up because that's what we're supposed to do. But we appreciate your comment. Thank you. Moving on or continuing on with Pink Tigress. And as far as exotic dance, we're gonna get into a little nitty gritty. So
It's
getting into the exotic dancing. Um, one of the things, and I'm gonna keep saying different things just because I can. One of the things that I like and respect about you is that yes, you are an exotic dancer, but you're not a stripper. And you never actually stripped or had to strip or put yourself in that predicament or environment. If whoever and whoever is watching and is dating like an actual stripper, to each his own, no judgment. But just for me, it's a different story. But aside from that, like I said, I like and respect that about you, and appreciate that about you. And I feel like everybody should know that technically there's a difference between a stripper and an exotic dancer.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
so I say all that to say and to ask you, one, what do you feel like are just like some general common misconceptions in regards to the exotic dance world?
It's a lot, and a lot of people wouldn't know until you're either a dancer yourself, or like if your sister became a dancer, or your somebody, a friend close to you, and you actually got to hear their stories and stuff. People would just think it's just all a whole crazy mess. Like, and
Mm,
I thought that too before I started dancing. I thought it was a whole different thing. And part of that actually can go down, but it just depends on who you are as a person, and just it's a whole bunch of math. But
mm,
in general, everybody's experience is the same. I can only base it off, mine, what I've seen, what I haven't seen. Honestly, my experience the past 6 years have been in general pretty good, luckily. Um, the difference and why I would consider myself an exotic dancer, slash go-go dancer, instead of just like flat out saying to people I'm a stripper, is because in general a stripper is exactly what it is, a stripper. The main way they make their money is from stripping, getting naked, showing your boobs, showing, getting nude. Don't necessarily know how to dance. um you can just walk around naked and make your money. um which, that works for people. That's a real stripper. So but then you go to, nowadays it's more of a trendy to be in the exotic dancer world. You got your Cardi B's and stuff. um and they kind of give you a glimpse into the world a little bit, and it's not all glamorous, but that aspect will show you the difference between a stripper and an entertainer.
mm,
So, and then of course some entertainers, exotic dancers, so you can still get naked, of course, but your talent and the way you twerk, the way you dance, the way you do pole tricks. You see my pole in the back. The way pole tricks, you don't even really have to get naked, like, because that's the show right there.
mhm,
And for women like myself, like, one reason I don't care to get naked personally, I just think about my future, for one. So it's like I'm already dancing. People are already calling me a stripper. And I don't care, call it what you want. But it's like I'm trying to still be modest of the when the future comes, and when I look back
mhm.
and I'm like, dang, like I bust if this is I don't want to think like this. Like, dang, I bust my coochie open for $5 one night. Like, I don't like I don't I don't want to have to think about that. Like, of course, for some people, it's definitely worth it. Girls be making like $5,000, $10,000 a night over
Mm.
a span of 2 hours or whatever. So everybody got their own reason and stuff. But like for me personally, it honestly it's not even about like when I have kids. That's not the main focus. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna have kids one day and I don't want them to know their mom was doing this, which should play a part as well, because like that's gonna affect them in the future too as well. They might get picked on or stuff. But the main thing for me is literally like just my self standards for myself. Like I really want like I'm a dancer, but at the same time I still want to have like some type of role model, be some type of role model to girls. So it's like everybody got their own path. I'm not a doctor, a scientist, or whatever, but I'm a dancer, and at some point, and even now, girls are still going to be able to relate to that. Girls are becoming dancers at 16 and 18. So if I can be like a slight inspiration to them getting into this field, and I can tell them that you don't have to sell your soul to do this, and you can be classy with it, because that's one thing I always get complimented on, being a sophisticated stripper. I've heard that plenty of times, and I love hearing it. People definitely can tell the difference. But yeah, if I can motivate you to still have some type of class to yourself while you're doing this, because people are already thinking you're a prostitute and a hoe. You know, you got to show them, you got to carry yourself. You can be in the strip club or the club environment and have some type of worth to yourself. You ain't got to be on your hands and knees doing the most, you know. So that's what I try to lead by example with. I don't try to, and I do come off this way to some people, I guess, is uppity or stuck up maybe or whatever, but it's all in just good standards. Like I want girls to know that, yeah, we here to make money, and we got guys throwing dollars and, you know, at us, but it's a give take situation. So they want entertainment, even if they want girls ass naked. I don't know if I can say that up here. Even if they want
But you
girls,
know, it's black and unfiltered. We don't give a damn.
even if they want girls ass naked, um, how much are you paying, sir? Because most of the time, niggas want to throw like 5, 10, 20. Ooh, they love throwing $20 and want it all off. Like it gotta make sense. Like that works. That works for some girls. If I was gonna do it, it gotta make sense. Like, look at me. What I look like? But you know, everybody has their standards. Some people, that $20 really do make a difference with their life. So I try not to judge nobody for what they do. Like I said, I try to lead by example. Any of my friends know I say the same thing. You know, even, and I have stripper friends. Like I have friends that get naked as well. But you know, and I really try not to make it seem like I'm talking down. I just, when I talk, I try to talk to motivate, like show that, hey, you see, I'm making about the same amount of money, and I ain't doing that. You know, granted, everybody has their own strategies and stuff, but it really is like, I like to keep a certain type of mystery. And so, getting back on track with the question, so strippers, strip, exotic dancers, literally is mainly entertainment, just dancing, tricks. You just know how to move your body well. You're still in your cute little dance outfit, bikini type stuff, but your tips ain't gonna come just from getting naked. Like you can make a good amount still with your stuff on. Then you have the go-go dancing. That's how I started off. Go-go dancing. You're not supposed to strip at all. That's me coming in. That's kind of what set the pace for me as well. So I'm so glad I started off as a go-go dancer. Because I was making the same, you know, about the same amount of money as strippers as a go-go dancer. So it's like, if I came in the game doing that, why would I bust it all out for the same price or less? Like, we got to up the ante if we're going to do that. But, yeah, go-go dancing. I loved go-go dancing when I was like any other job, or you know, with dancing, you have slow nights and you have great nights. Go-go dancing kind of is less nerve-wracking, like, or it's kind of less thought put into it. Like in the strip club scene or exotic dancing, it's like your mind's wandering the whole night, like where the money at, or like like what's going on over here. Or then you got it's a different environment with the girls. So exotic dancing, girls kind of are in general are like thirsty because the clubs for one, the clubs are allowing like 20 to 50 to 100 girls to dance, depending on how big the club is. And then it don't be enough money for all the girls. So girls are, girls are getting in fights or people be real uptight. Like it's the girls be, it might be 5 girls that's gonna make money that night. So you trying to be one of the 5 to make money. So certain girls gonna do certain stuff to make sure they get their money. So it's like too much going into like exotic dancing thing unless it's a limit on the girls. Go-go dancing, you're usually at a club, they only allow 5 girls to dance or 3 girls to dance. And you usually cool with all of them because y'all get to know each other or already know each other. So it's easier splitting money and stuff like that. It's less nerve-wracking and stuff. But in general, that's the differences between I put them in those three categories: stripper, entertainer, go-go dancer.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Before we get into Tingz by Tigress, I do have one more question, and we'll try to make this brief so we can get into Tingz by Tigress. Real quick, as a dancer that's been dancing for quite some time, I want you to briefly name top 3 things in the dance world as far as dancer / stripper etiquette.
Oh,
From now you can do 3 things from like the actual dancer's etiquette, and then 3 things from a customer's etiquette. We'll say that. So we'll do 3 things as a dancer for etiquette, 3 things as a customer for etiquette briefly. All right.
okay. That's a big one. Stripper etiquette is a real thing. 3 stripper etiquette thing. The top 3 I would say is no roaching. Anybody who's a dancer or do a dancer knows that's one of the worst things you could do at the club. And roaching is when you literally, some money can fly in the air and all the girls or most of the girls in that area drop to their hands and knees and they're scraping the money. And it could only be like $2 at a time. They're trying to scrape a pound. That's frowned upon. Yeah, that I'm gonna leave it at that. Hygiene probably should have been number 1.
Yeah. like shout out to Uncle Blow who always tell everybody watch your ass. So
Wash that.
ladies, please wash that ass.
Yeah. I haven't. Luckily, I don't be too close to too many dancers to smell them. But I've smelled, like, I could just smell something in the club one day, and I'm assuming it's a customer. But like I've smelled some bad stuff before, and I've had customers say stuff like, oh, like they'll point out the girl or say like, oh, such and such, that girl, she stink, or you do not, like, I don't ever want to be the dancer, a customer telling another dancer about, because they gonna take it and run with it. Yeah. So I pride myself on hygiene while I'm dancing. I always get compliments. I don't know if anybody said anything on the side or to anybody else, but to my face, I always get compliments. Guys actually be shocked sometimes. When I
that's
say they actually be shocked. But yeah, so hygiene, oh my God, that goes with your hair looking good. You ain't necessarily gotta I was about to include makeup as hygiene, but shower shave, like just try to smell sexy. Number 3, just respect in general with dancers. And I will say, I've experienced more good than bad for sure with dancing and meeting girls. Most of the time, you go into somewhere, you might think the girl's about to be mean, and they actually are, nice. And that's a lot of places. You have those few that's territorial or the mean girls out of the group. But like in general, I met some really good girls or whatever. And you know, in general, people respect each other. You got to just respect each other's space while dancing. I've had my instances where girls be dancing too close, or you know, you might just you might not notice you're dancing close to somebody else. You gotta learn, especially as a new dancer. But the space thing will definitely get you in trouble if you too close to another girl money. So just respecting girls as a whole, their boundaries. So the first thing I'm gonna say for customer etiquette is some girls have their own regulars that come in the club that just want to spend money on them. You know, I've been on both sides. I've been the girl that didn't have any regular customers. I had to just, you know, make do with what I had to. And I've seen girls with their customers and they just throwing the money on them. So I know how that feels to be like, oh dang, you know, I'm not making no money tonight. And I've been the girl to make the money from, you know, certain guys that like to come see me. So customer etiquette, you can't just walk up on, you know, certain people, or if you see a girl in her own area with a customer making money, like don't be thirsty or rude and interrupt the dance. Like let her finish making her money, you know. And it's all about communication. So that's the first thing I'm gonna say for customer etiquette. Just acknowledgement, I guess we can put that under that title. As far as behavior from customers, they're gonna do what you allow. So if you're not comfortable with something, don't be afraid to speak up, whether it's to them or to a security guard, because it's all, you know, it's always security guards. If you feel disrespected, if you feel like a guy is slapping your butt too hard, or you know, touching you inappropriately, you know, yeah, we're dancers, and certain people really do feel like they can do whatever they want to us or touch us how they want to. But that's all, and like I said, they gonna do what you allow. So if you're uncomfortable and you're allowing such and such, you're allowing Cletus to stuff a crumbled up dollar in your coochie, that's what he gonna do. And if you don't say nothing till the club is over, he gonna think that was okay, and he gonna do that to try to do that to the next girl. So you check customers. Yeah, so your comfort level with customers. The number 3 for customer etiquette, be approachable. I guess I can put it like that. We're here to make money, and they're there to have a good time. You have your people it's their first time coming out to a strip club or throwing a party. You don't want to be rude and have them thinking literally all we care about is money. Because at the end of the day, we're people, they're people. And speaking for myself, like, yeah, business, but at the end of the day, you never know what relationship you can build with a certain person, whether it's business or personal.
All right, well there you have it. All right, let's get to Tingz by Tigress. Been talking about pink tigers enough. Let's get to Tingz by Tigress. So Tingz by Tigress, where you can damn near get anything fucking made, she gonna make it. But talk about Tingz by Tigress, some of your main products, possibly like your, you know, your best sellers or your favorite products to make. But just talk about the different products that that you have that you're able to make and things of that nature.
Everything.
No cap.
Okay, bestseller. I think earlier in the live, I kind of explained what I can make and stuff. But bestseller, when I first started 4 years ago, I started off making baby bonnets. Well, actually, I started off making like little bikinis, and looking back, like they look so raggedy. Like I ain't gonna say so raggedy, but I definitely, you know, needed improving and stuff. But I just started, so you know,
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. It's all good.
That's one thing about me. I'm not gonna wait till I perfect something to start. I'm gonna start and let people see my progress. So I started with little bikinis, something simple, and you know, they sold, you know, here and there. I just had to get my quality up, and I have people give feedback and stuff. Like I sent out free stuff to certain other popular girls that were in the city or state. And, a couple of them actually let me know, like, oh, well, yeah, the string on this was uncomfortable, or yeah, the quality could be better. So I definitely appreciate feedback or whatever. So that's one good thing about sending something free to somebody. They can critique it. Then it quickly transitioned, like by the end of that year, I believe it transitioned over to baby bonnets. And that's one thing when I started, pretty much I'm always taking requests. Like, so once I got a request for baby bonnets from one of my friends, one of my homies, that opened the door to the baby bonnets, and the baby bonnets were the top seller. So, going into that next year, I made a lot of bonnets, baby bonnets, and adult bonnets. Mom and daughter sets that was popular, and then that's kind of how Tingz by Tigress started picking up. Because then I added durags and stuff. So then I had the couples durags and bonnet sets, and those did pretty good. And so I'm just adding, just supply and demand. Like I choose a few things each year that I want to kind of focus on, whether it's the legging sets that I currently do, or bonnets, or just what dance attire. I made dance attire too. But in general, I'm gonna make what people are requesting, because like once one person requests one item that a lot of other people I notice that they need, more requests start coming in, and so then I can just keep making it so it's ready to be sold. But in general, I try to keep my inventory low. So I literally, like, most of the stuff is made to order. Like I for the most part don't have stuff just lying around. And that was my problem when I first started. I was just making stuff and making stuff, making skirts and bras and stuff. And some of that stuff is still sitting in my office right now from 4 years ago because I never sold it. So yeah. Top sellers, bonnets, dance wear. The durags did good, but I would say the bonnets probably did better. Oh, face mask. I definitely have to throw face mask in there. Last year, when Corona started, or and the previous year, face mask. I didn't even make face masks. Like I did make face masks all year, but it was particularly like 2 or 3 months straight, like the spring. All I made was face masks. Like every day, I was making like probably 10 face masks a day, and I made a lot of money off of just making face masks, like from scratch. Like people, it was a shortage at one point, but people really could have went online and ordered like some little, cheap Chinese face mask. But the fact that they came to me for that and trusted me to do it, and I made them with filters in it and stuff. They look nice and whatever. That felt good. And like I was making them for families. Like people were ordering for a family of 4. Yeah, and then I have built loyal customers. So I had a few people ordering in bulk, like ordering, like one of my shout outs to Andrea's mom, Miss Stephanie.
Miss Stephanie.
Miss Stephanie, yeah, she had me working also. She ordered in bulk. She ordered like 10 bonnets, then like 20 face masks, and 20 face masks one style, 20 face masks another style. So like I definitely appreciate those bulk orders and my loyal customers. Shout out to Tricia Holland as well with my loyal customers. So thank y'all for keeping me at work.
Most definitely. But yeah, as far as Tingz by Tigress is concerned, just because I'm actually here in the presence of it, when I say, or when she says she can make anything, literally she can make anything. And even when I'm out on the street, of course I'm gonna promote my own business, but at the same time, I also promote yours as well. And I mean, I tell them straight up, like, she can make anything, like whatever you needed to make. Like you said, masks, bags, dance wear, custom, dresses, and just apparel items, accessories. Of course, you said you offer nail services as well. So if anybody wants to hit you up for that, they can do so as well. But yeah, like you just literally like a jack of all trades. It's nothing that you can't do. And that's one of the beauties of Tingz by Tigress is that this if you need something made, hit this woman up. She can definitely make a way to make it for you.
Uh,
Um, but that's just me, boosting you up a little bit, giving you some shine or whatever.
it's a bittersweet type of thing because like my mind be moving so much. Think like since I can do a lot, it's a I'm just always thinking of what can I make next? Like how can I
Mhm,
generate money from this or whatever. So it's definitely bittersweet. Been able to do a lot because I have to, in a sense, dumb it down. Like I gotta focus on a few things at a time. So I'm putting out more quality than quantity because I can have out 20 things at once and they
mhm,
all be half-assed, or I
mhm,
can focus on three things and they, be quality and what people actually need instead of me wasting my time and energy making stuff.
for sure. Speaking of that, what's the newest item that you have out right now, or that you're focusing on right now?
The newest one has been the legging sets. I'll stand up and model real quick.
Mhm.
And
Okay,
this is
model
beyond the
model time.
giveaway. The model, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Sorry.
Teams by Tigers, y'all see it?
Look how it fits the body.
All right, that part. I don't, I
That.
don't want, I don't want to go too far, but try to keep it a little professional up here. But you look good, girl. You look good. But yeah,
Yeah,
so you
this
said the newest one is the legging sets right now. I assume you have those in, or offer those in different colors as well, correct?
Yes, I have some right here because this is what I'm giving away for the giveaway today.
Okay.
So, should I show the colors later or now?
I mean, you can show them now. We can transition to the giveaway if you want to.
Yeah, let's go ahead. So, they're just like what I have on. It says Tingz by Tigress on the front and on one of the butt cheeks. So I love this color. I low key want to keep it for myself. But
Are the letters pink?
these is
Is that pink or red?
like a burnt orange.
Okay.
Is glitter on this. Tan matching leggings. Tingz by Tigress on the butt. So that's
Okay.
tan. All of these are size large. So if you're a medium or extra large, it's stretchy. So it should be able to fit. So you have this is like a
Okay.
gold.
Orange and gold.
hmm These were more so fall colors.
Okay.
Then we have gray. I love this color gray. I call it television gray.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
gray and pink?
hmm This one's
Okay.
really cute. Pink glitter. Pink
Okay.
glitter.
We love and we love the gray.
Yeah. And then one more. It's only 4 sets. This was more Christmas targeted.
Okay.
Green.
Is that red and green?
hmm
Okay. Okay.
So that's
That's
four
cute.
sets.
Okay. Oh, it's cute. That's cute or whatever.
I say
Nah, they look good. They look
it's the
good though.
it's the winter time, so of course, like if you have a cute little jacket to put with it, or I think matching it with like a little fur jacket would be really
Mm.
cute.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that. That's good. But yeah, so well, shout out to you and your newest product. Congratulations on moving forward. But yeah, like we said, we can hop into the giveaway if you want to. Since
Yeah,
we I
we
mean we showing the new product.
yeah, let's get into it.
All right, so yeah, so as we announced what earlier last week, I think.
hmm
Yeah, so as we announced last week, myself, the famous brand, and Tingz By Tigress, we are officially in collaboration together. Long overdue, but we are in a collaboration together, which we are calling the collaboration Famous Tingz. And the first thing that we're doing in regards to Famous Tingz is the Famous Tingz giveaway, which, like we said, we were going to announce those winners today. Of course, with Famous Tingz, we will have plenty of other things. This is a pretty much it's probably going to be a lifetime collaboration, so we'll have plenty of things to come with it. But as far as the Famous Tingz giveaway, this is going to be the first one to announce the winners, and we're going to try to do this at the end of every quarter. So make sure y'all are tuning in to both of our pages and channels and whatnot to find out how you can win said items. And of course, we'll disclose what things or what the criteria will be for that. It could be the same thing, it could be a different criteria. So make sure y'all definitely on the lookout for Famous Tingz in the next getaway. Getting back to the interview, getting back to your beautiful self. Talk about I got a couple more questions for you. One of the things that I want to ask is because since I've known you, I haven't known you to have like a regular 9 to 5. And that's for me, as especially as an entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur, it's inspiring. So what I wanted to ask is, from your perspective, how do you feel like you've been able to manage not having a 9 to 5 and just being able to work for yourself?
I love it. I wish this on everybody. It's I don't know, just like with anything, you have the good and you have the bad. Especially for the job, that the occupation that I do have. You have your droughts just like any other thing. But in general, just the feeling of, because you already know I like to sleep. I like to lay in the bed. So just been able to do that and like sleep in pretty much when I want to, and then go work when I need to. When I first started out, I was dancing, like 3-4 nights a week. So now, like, I don't even dance once a week, really. So it just feels good. It's just free and just building towards financial freedom, which everybody, most people desire. And but like I said, it has its down times too, because was 2019 was a rough year for me personally. Even with being able to get fast money, it was a drought. So I contemplated getting a 9 to 5. I contemplated getting another little job that I could, work a few hours at, even if it was like 3 days out of the week, or just something like getting a regular job somewhere. So for a lot of people, I guess, like a little side hustle or quick money, that's like on the back burner for them. But like for me, getting a 9 to 5 is on the back burner, because I'm so used to just making my own way and making money and promoting myself. Promoting myself has been the biggest thing and the easiest thing for me to do to make my money.
Another question in regards to just your journey in general, whether we're talking about you as Pink Tigress the entertainer, or Tingz By Tigress. What has this journey overall taught you from a personal perspective and a business perspective?
Faith without works is dead. But for real though, like, okay, personal, coming from a personal aspect, that I can, like, in general, like, you really can do what you put your mind to and what you're passionate about and what you want to. As long as you're motivated and you got an end goal, that's the personal goal. People have their different paths and what they'll do to get to it. Some will play nice, some will play dirty to get to it, but you got your own path, and it's different options to choose from how you get there, whether it's fast or slow. And you just got to be ready for the good and bad consequences of your actions. And that's from a personal aspect. Um, then from a business aspect, um, it just feels good. Like, speaking for myself, like my journey had its, its ups and downs. I say as long as you have more good than bad, it's all right. So just being able to profit each year I've been in business, and it's going up and up. It sets the standard for me to top the previous year. Um, and that just keeps me going and inspiring people along the way from either aspect, dancing or business, because dancing is a business too, and that's what helped me with Tingz By Tigress as well. Um, but yeah, like just start. Like I'm a emphasize, just start. You don't gotta wait till you have all your materials and all this money, because that's one thing I was kind of hindered me. I was like waiting to save a certain amount of money before I opened a store and or a pole studio and did all this stuff. But you gotta start and start something to help you save for the big picture. So the short term goals, they're very important as well. So,
Okay.
um,
All right. Talking about goals. Talk about future goals as far as Tingz By Tigress is concerned, or where you see Tingz By Tigress in, we'll say, like the next 5 years.
mm, um, it's funny when people are like, "Oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Because every time 5 years rolls around,
It's here before you know it.
I need another 5 years. But um, where I see Tingz By Tigress in 5 years, I I would hope by then, because even by now, like 10 years ago, I pictured having me my own little store. But
Okay.
it's supply and demand. I don't make enough to have a store. I'm doing great from home. But in the
Mhm.
next 5 years, I would hope I'm doing well enough to where I can invest in a store and make like those real big profits to maintain the store and all that. Um, Tingz By Tigress, more known nationwide.
Okay.
I could be more known. Um, yeah, that not too much. I honestly don't want. It sounds weird, like I don't want too much attention towards it, because I just feel like that just gives opportunity and room for unnecessary legal stuff and fees and fines and stuff like that, or somebody, like, that's when you get into the claims of, oh, somebody stole my design, or just legal stuff with clients and stuff.
Mhm.
um but I definitely, I want it to be big enough for me. Like, it don't got to be international, or like stuff like that. Like, you know what, let me not limit myself.
Okay.
um I just don't want any cause for. It's just scary to think about how something good could turn into something bad. Like when you have
Mhm.
people coming at you for your business or just stuff like that. Like you see these big businesses or people now, and people are coming out talking about they're a scam and stuff, and now they got to defend their name and stuff. I hope I don't have to ever deal with that. But
Mhm.
5 years, the store, and just accumulating more loyal customers. That's that's pretty simple for me. The rest will do itself.
Okay. All right. In regards to Tingz By Tigress, what would you say is one of your favorite items that you've made for a customer?
It was this one birthday dress that I made. Um, it was inspired by a video shoot Meg the Stallion did,
Okay.
called Don't Stop with I think Young Thug was in it. And it was this jumpsuit she had on that was just like mesh. It was like see-through and crystals. So the girl
Mm,
sent me, she wanted her birthday dress based off of that.
okay.
And I was proud of that. That was really pretty. Um, but I think honestly, even before that, and I think you might remember this moment too, when I made this red outfit, this red lingerie looking outfit sequin, and it had I had the red feathers around it. I
Yeah,
was
I
so
remember
proud.
that one.
I was like, I think that was like a real proud moment for me because I don't know, just looking at it, it looked, looked pretty. The quality looked nice, and like the girl who had me make that, it was based off a popular model that wore an outfit similar to it in orange.
Mhm.
So she wanted me to recreate it. I'm good. I'm good at freestyling and recreating stuff. So I recreated that style for her, and it just looked so pretty to me. And I was just looking at it like I really made this, and I'm only gonna get better. So I would say dresses right now, maybe. Yeah, I want to make more dresses.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies, you heard it here first. Hit her up. Send her your ideas. You see something that one of these celebrities wearing, and you want to have it or something similar to it, and not exactly the same thing, so it ain't, don't feel like you copying the next chick or whatever.
It's
But you want something inspired by it.
I'm definitely gonna make sure it's my own. Like that's the purpose. Like if you want that
Mhm.
exact dress, you need to go to that exact designer. I'm gonna put my own flair to it, so it's different and it fits you.
All right, most definitely. Well, yeah, hit her up. But yeah, Miss Mitchell, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. From a personal standpoint, I appreciate you and everything that you do, everything that you've been doing. As far as Tingz by Tigress, like I said, from the outside looking in, and technically from the inside looking in, um, you are very hardworking in regards to your business. Whether we're talking about Tingz by Tigress or Pink Tigress, the entertainer, either way, you are a professional. Um, You are an inspiration. You've been an inspiration to myself. Like I've said publicly before, and I'll say it to you. You are one of the primary inspirations in regards to the famous brand. So, up here live, publicly, thank you for everything that you're doing, continuing to do. Um, Prayers for much success, more success to get that store, and whatever Teams by Tigers takes you, then it is what it is. But nevertheless, thank you for your time. Before we close out, of course, go ahead and plug yourself in where people can find you, hit you up. Let everybody know once again what Tingz by Tigress offers, and what Pink Tigress offers as well. So go ahead and stun on them real quick. You got it.
Yeah, Tingz by Tigress, my Facebook, Tingz by Tigress. Um, Instagram, I have two Instagrams. Dimple, excuse me, Dimpled underscore beauty 21 and Pink Tigress with three S's underscore. And my email is pinktigress, the number one at gmail.com. I'm for the most part always when I'm promoting myself always, so I usually post the information here or there. That's how you can contact me. I have ambassadors, so you can reach through them to order something and get a discount from them as well. Which Mr. Famous Brand is an ambassador as well, one of my top ambassadors. Thank you, baby.
Ambassador since before there was ambassadors, and don't forget that shit.
Yep. Um, so that's how you can reach me. And yeah, catch me outside. How about that?
And just once again, let them know everything that you can make, offer, product, services, things of that nature as well.
Everything. That's just gonna be my phrase. Durags, bonnets, dresses, pajama sets. I print so like the the legging sets or any clothes you might see, the shirt he's wearing. I can do printing services as well. So if you want to start your own clothing line, I can help you. Original designs or printing. A face mask. I can still do face masks. Yeah, anything. Custom
Any-
shoes. You want some glitter shoes? I can do that.
anything that you can damn near put your mind to, this is the woman that you want to hit up for your idea, most definitely. This does conclude another Being You Famous Brand Business Spotlight, where we love to shine light on our fellow business owners and entrepreneurs. Of course, I am your primary host, Mr. Famous Brand himself, Darnell Brown. So please make sure y'all also support the famous brand. Get your dip, buffalo chicken dip, shrimp and crab dip, Philly cheese steak dip. You can also get your merch. Of course, I have the black hoodies. I got the gray hoodies, and I have the crew necks for women, the burgundy as well as the orange. Get your fragrance as well. You already know I got the cologne popping. Also got the car and fabric spray popping, and I got the incense popping. All the merch, whether we talking about clothes or the fragrance items, can be found and purchased in my online store. The link is in my bio. On Facebook, Darnell I'm Famous Brown, as well as Instagram at SmoothD620. Please make sure y'all also follow, like, and subscribe to my YouTube and the BlackTube channel, The Famous Brand, in regards to the business spotlights. Any additional inquiries that you need to hit me up, you can also email me at the_famous_brand@yahoo.com. But y'all already know, man, get your dip, get your merch, get your fragrance. It's the famous brand.
I got
Of course,
something to say.
you said what?
I wanted to say something real quick.
What you got to say, sweetheart?
I just want to say, yeah, make sure y'all support the famous brand because, you know, we have a lot of men out here that are doing illegal activity to get that quick money, but you have a great man in front of you that's doing stuff illegally and trying to become a better man himself. So make sure y'all support him.
Oh, don't try to have me up here, blessing. But nah, I appreciate it though. But thank you. But of course, this is a Black and Unfiltered entertainment production. So of course, make sure y'all support Black and Unfiltered. You see all the information scrolling down at the bottom. Make sure you tune into the podcast as well. Anywhere that you listen to a podcast, we are on there and available. Make sure you leave a rating or a comment. Give us some feedback on how we're doing. Google Black and Unfiltered. We gonna pop the fuck up. But other than that, man, it's Tingz By Tigress. It's the famous brand. It's Black and Unfiltered. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. We gone.
Can't even count the rags coming in. Niggas phony, all this cap ain't coming in. I the mud, look at where we came from.